Good morning, Toronto. Welcome to a new YouTube channel called Doug Zone 6. I wanted to provide Raptors fans with coverage of the whole NBA every day, hopefully. I'm going to start by recapping last night, April 24th. We had some wild headlines, so let's dive right in. First up, we got to start with some serious news. Elijah Arenas, top USC recruit and the son of Gilbert Arenas, was placed in a major car crash early Thursday morning. Reports say he's in stable condition now, but he was placed in induced coma after his crash. His car, which I won't even get to what type of car it is because that's a story for another day, hit a tree and a fire hydrant. This situation is rough since no one wants to see a young prospect go through something this traumatic at a young age. I'm honestly getting flashbacks to Bronny and what happened to him with his cardiac arrest. Elijah is one of the most exciting prospects in the country, and we're all praying for his recovery. Alright, moving on to the NBA. The Milwaukee Bucks just gave GM John Horst a multi-year extension. And honestly, I don't get it, man. Like, why now? The Bucks are currently down 2-0 in the playoffs, and the roster's looking old and weak. We got Kuzma dropping Tony Snell type games, and John Horst is the one who traded for him. Giving away your franchise legend is ballsy, but with the return they're getting now from Kuz, extending your GM just feels like bad timing. And that's not even mentioning AJ Johnson, who's showing flashes in Washington. You gotta let the season play out and see what happens in the postseason. Instead, Milwaukee's doubling down. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Now, let's touch on a more serious topic that has been floating around. Shannon Sharp is facing some serious allegations. I'm not going to get into the details, but there's a lot of back and forth. And this is definitely one of those situations where we gotta let the truth come out. It's a sensitive topic, and it's important we respect everyone involved. On that note, though, a choking story is not a good look, and I think we should really let the story play out before jumping in some nasty conclusions. On a lighter note, Stephen A. Smith is back at it again, talking about LeBron James, man. He really is on a press tour, bro. Shit, I don't even blame him. If LeBron talked to me like that, I would tattoo the words on myself, for real. This time he's saying he was never scared of Braun, that he's always guarded because he's an investment. Bro, we get it. You and Braun go way back. But can we talk about something else? I swear, Stephen A. really dragging this shit to the postseason. Do your job, man. The GOAT only talked about you once, and you're on like 5 podcasts acting like he hit you. Alright, let's finish on a high note. Congrats, Evan Mobley. He's officially won the Defensive Player of the Year. Big congrats to him. Now, I know the race was tight, especially with Draymond begging on his knees for it. Even if it was a little contentious, I'm always happy to see the young guys get their bag. This award gave him generational wealth because it activates an extra bonus in his contract. And it's a big win for the next generation of big men. Shout out Mobley, but being honest, what Dyson's been doing this year, breaking steal records, thought he'd have a couple more votes, to be honest. Alright, let's talk about that Knicks Pistons game from last night. Final score 118 to 116, and the Knicks take it in Detroit. Now, I gotta say, this series, it's been tight, like razor thin margins every game. But here's the thing, though. I'm just as impressed with the Pistons as I'm unimpressed with the Knicks. Yeah, they pulled off a win, but come on, it's not convincing. Both JB and Cat combined for 60, and they just ended up winning by 2. Unlike the other games where the Knicks were behind the whole game, this time they finally had control for most of it. The Pistons did make a late push, but the Knicks held on. Barely. Jalen Brunson led the Knicks with a monster night with 30 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists. Dude's been carrying this team with a Shea impression, shooting 11 out of 13 free throws. Cat was solid too with 31 and 8, and finally, Mikal Bridges finally remembered how to shoot. Decent game from him. But let's talk Pistons. Cade Cunningham, man. 24 points, 7 boards, 11 dimes, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. He literally did everything. And that's kind of the problem. He took 25 shots. Like, I love his game, but they gotta ease up on him. I'm saying it now. If they keep running him into the ground like this, the Knicks will take it in 7, just because Cade's legs will turn into dust. I really like this Pistons squad, though. They've progressed a lot, and I see a lot of young talent, solid bets, a ride-or-die coach, and Tim Hardaway Jr. But they need a second guy to run the offense when Cade is out or just straight up tired. Tobias Harris and Paul Reed? Yeah, they had some great cardio last night. Cade needs more from them if they really want to win this series. Here's a crazy thought though. What if Detroit swang for a star? I'm talking Devin Booker or even Zion Williamson. They'd be a crazy fun team and could really win some games in a weak East. Call me crazy, but is Detroit a sneaky Giannis trade destination? Just think about it. They got assets, young players, cap space. I know it's a long shot, but like Luca got traded this year, so now let's get into the Memphis versus OKC game. I actually have no idea how they sold this hard. I mean, Ja did get murdered by Lou Dort, but they were up by 29 at home. They got outscored by 18 in the third and 14 in the fourth. I have no idea how. And it's not like Shea had a great game. He has been crazy inefficient in the playoffs. I guess we got Caruso carrying this team with his clutch defense, and Chet finally decided to lock in. I mean, this series has low-key been embarrassing for Memphis. They really got blown out historically and lost in a historic comeback in the same series. This is the team that was also fine in the West, man. Only one playoff series win to prove for it. Finally, we got the Clippers blowing out the Nuggets in LA. I mean, I'm not that surprised that the Nuggets lost. I did pick the Clippers in six, but damn, this team is low-key awful, and I really don't know how they could upgrade their roster in the offseason. One positive though were the Clippers fans in the arena, man. I didn't know they actually had fans. Man, not only did they show out, they made the Lakers fan look sad. They were actually loud and supportive. Yeah, I don't see the Clippers losing at the Intuit, so I'm still riding Clippers in six. And yeah, that's all I got for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll catch you next time.
And now, heartbreak.